Alright guys, welcome back again. This is BTCUSD. I got almost a 3,000 plus pips with my community members, which we all make money from, and I'm going to show you a very simple top-down analysis we use in catching this pips of points on BTCUSD. It's very simple, and I'm still going to give them another setup, and we are still going to make money out of BTCUSD. So let me take you through a very simple strategy. All right, and this is a strategy I've been using throughout last year and this year, and I keep saying that once you become an experienced trader, or once you start spending more time with the chart begins to teach you a lot. So at the point you see that, or you realize that, you start creating your own system, and even at the point you realize that you don't even trade with the strategy your mentor has taught you. Mentors are only there to guide you, and the market is there to teach you the real facts. Okay, let me put it like that. So the market teaches you better even than your mentor. So you need to spend a lot of time on the chart. Okay, so this is a very simple strategy I came up with because I've traded almost everything in this market before, from indicators to whatsoever others call it. But this is a very simple strategy I came up with, and I usually say it is called levels. So I trade with levels nowadays. Okay, and trading with levels is what most of the big players use in trading, because this is the turning point for price. Okay, so you always see price reacting to those turning points. So once you're able to mark out your levels correctly, you can make a lot of money. Maybe you can just try adding other strategies as a confluence, but I tell you, working with levels or trading with levels is 85 to 90% accurate, because this is turning points for price. Even just drawing this first level, you can see what is happening here. I don't even need to talk much, but the level alone that I just drew is already representing something, right? So on every time frame, I draw 1, 2, or 3 levels. Okay, so I draw 1, 2, or 3 levels. All right, so now that's my first. I do my first level here. This is my second, and this is going to be my third level. Okay, what is going to happen is that we are not going to concentrate on what price is doing here. We're only going to concentrate on what price is doing currently, since most of us are day traders and we want to make that quick money. Okay, so let's concentrate on what price is doing currently, because this is 3 month time frame, not the lower time frame. We cannot enter trade on the 3 month time frame. We cannot do anything on the 3 month time frame. The only thing we do on the 3 month time frame is to map out our major levels. Okay, now let's move to the monthly time frame. Now even on the 3 month time frame, look here, you can already see the rejections. You can see. Very simple, guys. Very simple. Look at something here. I just want you to understand, okay? Trading is not that difficult as we think. The only thing that destroy most of us is the fact that we want quick money. That's the only thing. And also our mentality and emotions, how we react when a trade is active. Aside that, I know a lot of you have good strategies that you can trade with, but your only problem is your emotions, holding trades, risk management, and then cutting your losses short, allow your winning trades to also run, and also extending your stop losses. So these are all emotions that are in play, and that is what made us lose most of our account and money to the brokers and the forex market. Aside that, we have some good strategies out there. Like I said, this one is even 85 to 90% accurate, because these are turning points for price. All right, so now you can see price has been rejected. The zone rejected, And now let's move to the monthly time frame. Do you know why I'm happy? I'm happy because it's becoming more simple every time. Okay, every day it's becoming more and more simple. That's why I'm laughing. It's not because of anything. Now look at this, guys. Look at this. Even on the monthly time, you can see the rejections. And look at this. Look at this. All right, I'm just happy because the strategy is very simple. Now on the monthly time frame, I can, like I said, I can draw 2 or 3 zones, 1, 2 or 3 zones on every time frame I get to. Okay, but this is, let's draw this zone on the monthly time frame. This is the monthly time frame, so remember it's going to take us the whole month for price to get to our zone, and it's also going to take us a whole, let's see, I don't know if it's still going to take out the whole 3 months for price to also get here, because on the 3-month time frame, this is the 3-month time frame zone. All right, but this is the 1-month time frame zone. So this is the 1-month candle that we are still playing with. All right, so let me change the color of the 3-month zone. Let's use the black here, the gray rather, let's use it here. So this is the 3-month, and I can see only one single zone on the 3-month time frame. And the reason why I do this zone is also because I can equally see some rejections here. So if you are demanding a supply trader, what you can do to help yourself is, after drawing, let's say, your levels, you get to the lower time frame, you start looking for your demand, your supply, your liquidity, your FVG, your whatsoever, blah blah blah. Okay, so that is just it. That's how simple it is. All right, so now you can see the rejection, and you can see that this is, some people will say resistance, others will say support. So let's say this is our resistance zone, the price has rejected, and here has now become our support zone, the price is still rejecting. All right, so this is very simple. Okay, don't mind me, I'm just happy because the strategy is very sweet and simple. So you see what is happening here. Now let's move to the weekly time frame. Let's see what the weekly time frame has for us. Now this is the weekly time frame, very nice and beautiful. So on the weekly time frame, I want to see, so the whole of this week, I want to see price get to this zone. Okay, this zone over here before we continue with any other thing. All right, so now let's see if I can still draw, because since this is weekly and some of us are, if not, maybe I'll just move to the 4-hour time frame or the 1-hour time frame, look for an entry and wait till price gets here, which is my weekly level. All right, but since most of us are also going to be scalping, some of us are also going to be doing more of the day trading, and we would love to do analysis in every 2 days or every day, let's move to the let's draw another zone on the that's the weekly zone. Sorry, let me look at something here. This is the monthly. Okay, yeah, so this is the monthly zone. Let's move to the weekly zone. Okay, so let's draw another zone on the weekly. Just pay attention and you realize this is a very simple strategy. Okay, so let's move to now remember, the more you move, the more you lower the more you make the lines or the zones lower. And also in one of my videos I taught you guys how to draw zones, and I said you don't need to draw zones as a line, draw the zones as a zone, so that you would be able to you'll be able to catch all the wicks in the zones. If you draw it as a line, you might miss some of the weeks. Okay, so this is now our weekly zone. I can only see one zone there, so I drew only one zone. Like I said, you can draw 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 zones on each time frame. Okay, so now this is our weekly zone. Let me delete these things. Be patient, okay? Take your time to understand how these things work. Don't be in a rush. If you rush, you'll not make money. Okay, so take your time. Making money is for people who really understand this market. So let's move to the daily time frame now. Very, very sweet. I am so much interested and concerned about the daily time frame. Do you know why? Because a lot of people will be confused here. Now let's look at the daily time frame. Okay, now on the daily time frame, you can see that price is consolidating. What is price doing? Price is consolidating in the daily time frame. Okay, see here, boom, here, boom, here, boom. Now look at this point too. Look here, price moved up, price came down, moved up, dropped again, and what are we expecting? We still want to see price move up to this point, because this, look at this, this is what pushed price up to this point. Let me just try and see if I can. Okay, so now look at something here. All right, price got here, moved up, got here, rejected, dropped, went back again, drop, went back again, drop. Okay, so when price dropped to this point, price moved from here, went up, dropped to this point. Let's even ignore whatever I'm saying here. Moved to this point with this pin bar, moved up again, rejected, moved down again, rejected. So price is now consolidating in between this zone. Now this is the daily time frame. Can we get any other zone on the daily time frame? Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can get a zone on the daily time frame. All right, so the more we get down, the more we minimize the zone. So we are going to get another zone here on the daily time frame. So this is going to be our daily time frame zone. Remember, we cannot draw any zone here again because it's going to be very, very close to price. We can also draw another zone here, but I am not going to draw any zone there. We can also draw another zone here to make it 2, okay, like this. All right, so we can decide to put another zone. And the reason why I'm not putting another zone here is because it's very, very close to the weekly zone. So I had better delete that zone and concentrate on only the lower zone, which I drew here. So the reason why I drew this zone is the fact that price has also been rejecting that zone. Okay, see, rejected, 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 rejected. So now we want to see price do what? Price move up to this point. Okay, so this is what I want to see. So I want to see price move from here. But remember, this is a daily time frame, so we are going to look for an entry on the lower time frame. So I just want to see price move from here to this point. Okay, so let's move to the 4-hour time frame and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, very good. Now this is the 4-hour time frame. Now the reason why I love the 4-hour time frame is because it gives me a better structure. It also gives me the point where I can see all the patterns I'm looking for, sometimes all the liquidities I'm looking for, the double bottom, the head and shoulder, everything I need. Okay, so now this is the 4-hour time frame. Now let's look at something here. Look, this is a very, very perfect, like, yo guys, this is very simple. This is very simple. Look at this nice look at this nice head and shoulder. Look at this nice head and shoulder. And SMC traders have something they call this zone. Okay, I'm not going to teach that now. You realize that when price got there, instead of there being a reaction, nothing happened. Price moved up and came back again. Okay, you can see this. All right, you can see what has happened here. So price came back there again, and you can see we want to see another reaction to the upside. So this is the 4-hour time frame. All right, now the 4-hour time frame is falling. The 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour candle, is falling on this zone, and this zone has been rejecting. Even if we move to the previous charts, okay, let's see if we can minimize this. Okay, let me see if I can minimize, because I wanted to see what is happening in the past. Okay, so this is the 4-hour zone, which is this gray line, and you can see that we drew it here. Price has been rejecting it. Now we extended it to the left, and you can see all the rejection. So this is a very strong zone. You can see, look at all these places. Price has been rejecting. till it extended to this point. So that level there is a very sensitive level for us to pay attention to. Now what I usually do is once price get there, I start looking for confirmation. So I have different confirmations I work with. I have the mini trend line confirmation, I have the weeks confirmation, I have the candlestick confirmation, I have different kind of confirmation I work with. I have the double bottom, double top confirmation, and I also have the Quasimodo confirmation. All right, so now but here I'm just going to use the how do we call it? I'm just going to use the candlestick confirmation. Now this candlestick is what is giving me that confirmation to enter this trade, because you can see this week, okay, on this perfect zone. Like I said, I'm not going to explain this for now, but at the right time I'm going to teach you how I enter trades with what just happened here. Okay, now price came to that zone, nicely rejected, and what am I going to look for? I'm just going to look for my entry, so I can either move to the 1 hour, but now I am already seeing something here, so there is no need for me moving higher to look for lower to look for an entry. So now what are we going to do? We are going to delete all these things. We don't need it anymore. All right, we don't need it again. We want our chart to now look clean, so we don't need those how do I say, let me make this line a bit thicker. Okay, let me use this rather. Okay, so we don't need all these lines here. Okay, let's just delete them. At least we know where price is heading to, even though we still want to see price move higher to this zone, but let's delete all these ones and concentrate on what price is doing now. Okay, so I'm just going to bring out my logbook. Now let's also look at something here. When we use the Fibonacci retracement tool, which is the only indicator I use for now, you can see that price has entered into the deep retracement. I usually work with sometimes the 50% and the deep retracement. Now let's look at the Fibonacci retracement level 2. You can see the week has entered into the deep retracement. So already I'm having 3 confluences as an entry. I have the week, which is the rejection on the key level, which is a strong level. I also have the 61.8 Fibonacci deep retracement zone. All right, you don't need to make trading complicated. You just have to keep it very, very, very simple. Okay, let's look for the long position too. Just drop it here. Now what I'm adopting this year is that I always want to work with 1:2 risk to reward. Okay, I don't want to do too much anymore. I just want to work with 1:2 risk to reward. All right, so we can have the 1:2. This is already the 1:2 risk to reward, but let's push it a little higher. Okay, this is where our TP is supposed to be actually. Okay, but let's just do the 1:2 or 1:3 risk to reward, because this is what I give to my community members. I always do 1:2 nowadays. I don't want to complicate anything, so I always want to do the 1:2 risk to reward. This is even more than 1:2 risk to reward. Okay, it's better to keep it simple, gather that money and move out, rather than trying to, how do I say that? I don't know the English to use now, but guys, let's see what's happened right after that. Now let's see. You can see what is happening here. Yeah, okay, good, very good. So you see, price has triggered our full TP here. Okay, you can see what is happening here. Remember, this is why I said my TP is, but I always love to do 1:2 risk to reward now with this. Okay, so this is how we took a very good one on BTCUSD. But remember, my overall target for BTCUSD is to see price get to this point. Okay, so I'm just going to take my last take profit here, but until then I'll be looking for an entry. So now I want to see price retrace a little here. I want to see a retracement here. Okay, retracement to this side, then another move to the upside. So that is how we caught almost a 3,000 points on BTCUSD without stress. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you've also learned something new from this video. I'll see you in the next one, and trade safe.